Hi, my name's Trevor Church, and I'm a suicide survivor. Are you? If so, I invite you in to please examine my life and listen to my story. If not, please don't, because this is very triggering stuff, and I will be putting all comments under review and possibly and trying to share them. But if that gets out of hand, then I may just restrict comments, and you can just send me an email, and I'll try to get to whatever I can. However, this is something that affects, I believe, about 50% of our country, if not more. And what is a suicide survivor? Okay, well, if you associate the word suicide with yourself, if you've stared at the edge of oblivion, then that's you. You know who you are. I don't have to tell you. So if you know that you are a suicide survivor, what do we call our ultimate suicide survivors today in the United States? We call them homeless. Okay? So no, I'm not speaking specifically to the homeless. I'm actually speaking specifically to the kids that get out of high school and that are loose in the world on their own and don't see any hope. Feeling hopeless and helpless and isolated are three of the main requirements for suicide. I'm going to address my life so that you can connect with it. I'm not looking for sympathy. I'm not looking for money. I'm not looking for notoriety. I'm an analyzer, not an organizer. And but these are lengthy videos. I'm not editing them. I may edit one or two things, but I'm just going to give them to you raw, because a lot of the feelings of isolation is that we have nobody to turn to. And, you know, maybe you can do the exact same thing that I am, and just, if you want to get that raw and expose yourself to the world, because that's exactly what I'm doing. It's a very difficult thing to do. And I'm talking about some very dark times in my life. But I think that you're never going to win the war unless you get in the trenches. So, yeah, it's some very ugly and volatile stuff that I'm going to talk about, but I discuss it in a very non-triggering way. So that's one of my main goals, is to, I want to teach you how to think, how to rejoin the human race, learn to think for yourself again, learn to, you know, it doesn't always work. I'm not going to be a self-help guru, but hopefully you can look at my life and see what I've learned from it. And I'll show you two different paths to happiness that we have here in America, and why one doesn't really work for you. Now I invite everybody, LGBT, the entire alphabet, whatever, that the government hasn't taken over. That community has saved my life more than once, more than twice. On separate occasions, just by being caring and open and being friends with somebody that's not one of them. So I may talk about that, but my main focus is the manufactured rage, the feelings of helplessness, the messages that it all starts at home. But I want to teach you how you can start looking at that at arm's length. So hopefully you just, I mean, I've got a bunch of hours here, guys, so there's a lot of time here for you to spend with me, but I'm going to be real careful not to trigger people, so because that's not what it's about. I'm not looking for drama. I'm not looking for fame or money or criticism or anything like that, because honestly, people who are suicide survivors, they've heard that their whole life. So, you know, it's more the same old, same old. I want to show you a different route and a way that we can eventually reconnect with each other. Okay? So, if you have been to the brink, have you considered self-harm as a viable option, then I invite you to take a walk with me through the journey of my life to see how I wound up where I'm at, and to hopefully use the mistakes of my past so that you don't have to experience them. Alright? So, yeah, this is a deep subject, but we're all big boys and girls, and we were all told to get over ourselves. So I'll be addressing that as well. Thank you. Goodbye.